What is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and I want to do a normal intro, guys, but if you know what I have gone through this morning trying to get this video recorded, I think I'm gonna combust. Anyway, it's a new week, meaning we have another update video for you guys. We're gonna be going over everything you need to know post maintenance September 13th, 2023. Nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna jump directly into this. Let's go ahead and get started. So in case you are someone who is curious as to why anyone would make a video reading through stuff you can read through yourselves, links will be in the video description. You can pop over to it and grab a hold of that information. That way in the future, you don't have to wait for me to make a video. You can just pop over the NGS site the same way that I do and grab the same information. However, if you're someone who would much rather just toss this up in the background, let it play as you're doing something else, totally understandable. I will go ahead and walk you through exactly what's important. So start things off, we have the update details. Update details are mostly going to be LTQ to start out with. So we've got limited time quest Drill Moonlight Invasion 2023. This is just a rehash of last year's same quest. I would say these usually don't bother me too much, but I guess a bit of like criticism for these, maybe include the starless enemies instead of just the standard ones. At least shaking up the enemy types that are in here makes the quest feel not nearly as stale, but it's mostly the same thing as beforehand with just increased levels and better rewards than last year. So I mean, definitely good. You got limited tasks and limited titles. Definitely want to go ahead and get a hold of those. It's gonna be some nice juicy star gems, but other than that, it's probably going to be fairly boring, unfortunately. Gear up for Ark's record for Trinius slope style. Looks like it's slope style solo this time around. It's available for all classes, so cool. We do also have a new SG scratch. So we've got suit jacket, suit slacks, tight jacket, and suit and skirt available all in the NGS variant. So that's pretty dope. We do also have the NGS season 24 mission pass. I'm going to talk about this in just a second, but yeah, that was part of my problem, unfortunately, with recording. I'm not going to be able to go over this the same way I wanted to, but no big deal. We've also got some life-size panels, some posters from the OSHI Collab. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Apologies in advance. Well, I guess apologies just in general. But we also have daily login rewards, so nothing too crazy there. And then the scratch itself, decent outfits, some other stuff mixed in as well, and some stamps. I feel like the stamps are the one thing that I'm going to collect from all of this. I'm not too worried about anything else. We've also got the collaboration itself. It just shows, again, the same posters and the same item itself, as well as the login rewards. I guess they're not shown on here. They just tell you about them. So cool. And then the actual scratch itself. Now, Skull's going to cover this more in depth in her video, so feel free to check that out. There should be a link to her channel in my channel, so you'll be able to find that pretty quickly, pretty easily. But as far as items that are in here that we care too much about, there's not a whole lot that's here. Some rehashes of previous items that were in previous scratches. They always kind of mix these ones in overall, so pretty cool. I think the only thing I care about is like the Crested Dragon one and the Grand Feathered Wings. Those are pretty dope. Other than that, I'll be collecting the stamps, and then I believe these are for your Ark's ID badges. And as far as the event schedule goes, looks like there's nothing that is ending anytime soon. I mean, the great bargains in the SG shop, but one would say it's not really much of a bargain. I guess Stylish Summer is coming to an end, so if you haven't grabbed what you want from that scratch, make sure you go ahead and get a hold of it. Definitely want to be stuck buying it after the scratch is over. That price does tend to go up pretty awfully after scratch ends. Now, I did want to go ahead and go over with you guys what was in the mission pass. Unfortunately, my graphics card has been crashing repeatedly when I try to record this while also having PSO2 open, and the one time it didn't, my entire audio setup was screwed up. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it go from here, and you guys will have to check it out on your own. Unfortunately, in the future we will be going over the mission pass, things like that, just so you guys are aware of anything that's changed as far as the mission pass is concerned. It's pretty solid. Nothing really has changed so far. Just make sure you go ahead and get it completed. One last tip to those of you guys who are looking forward to the SG scratch. If you plan on pulling the SG scratch, I would say just either wait till you hit level 20 in the mission pass, or if you absolutely want to do a 10 pull, there's one item you really want to get, just go ahead and spend that SG on boosting your mission pass to grab that guaranteed ticket to get the item that you're looking for. It's much better to do that or wait than it is to spend that SG on the actual pulls. It's actually cheaper if you do your dailies and then spend the SG than it would be if you just hold on there. And plus, there's much more RNG as opposed to just getting the item you want. Either way, I'm rambling at this point because I'm just mostly annoyed about this video. Apologies taking so long to go up. Like I said, had some issues this morning, but in the future we'll be changing some things up, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue overall. Anyway, guys, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe when you keep up with more, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Peace out.